What's going on, everybody? Tony here with Urban Girl Scout Media, getting ready to talk to you guys about one of my all-time favorite games, Zombies Ate My Neighbors. So this is a game from Super Nintendo. It is, I'd probably say it's my favorite game of all time. Basic Super Nintendo setup, and really, guys, this is just a great game on a lot of different levels. Well, first off, there's 55 levels. Second off, is the premise of the game is that you are living in a world that has been overtaken by zombies, and it's not just zombies, but it's all kinds of scary monsters and scary things going on, like these little hell children here. They're going around, and there's giant ants, babies, zombies. There's a level where aliens are trying to take cheerleaders. It's really fun. There's a lot of weapons. There's a lot of primary and secondary, as you can see in the top left there. You get two characters to choose from, a boy and a girl. I personally have never played it all the way through on one life, or on one go-round. They give you passwords for every like 4 or 5 levels to get back there. I've had to use those in my time. I've never been able to sit down and rip through this game in its entirety. It is tough. So, and you definitely have to know what weapons serve against what enemy best. Downside to the game is the fact that its levels have passwords every 4 or 5, so you could get, to a certain point and only have a password to get you a few levels back, and have to work your way back up. You also don't get to keep any of the weapons that you have when you use a password. So when you use a password, it's basically starting the game over at that designated level. Other than that, like I said, this is one of my favorite games. I would say this is probably a top 5 game for me across every platform. It's a great 1-player game. It's a good 2-player game. Classic Super Nintendo setup where it's got that overhead view, basic premise of the game, and you're just trying to get from A to B. I guess I didn't really explain how to beat each level, so I should probably do that. You go around and you collect all your neighbors before these zombies or whatever can eat them. And you saw that the map I have up helps you figure out where they're at. So you get, some levels have 10, ranging down to like 2 or 3. So it just depends on what's going on. And you can get through a level in, a couple minutes. I mean, it's not like these are hour-long levels. So you could definitely, if you were putting in work, and you're able to get through each level, you could probably do this in a day if you really sat down and dedicated yourself. So, yeah, you go through, do all your killings, do all your savings, find some items, and then a magic door opens up at the end. You get to exit, and it calculates your score. So, if you go out, you try and find this game, you can find on Sega, you can find on Super Nintendo. It's an expensive game, guys. Not gonna deny that. The last time I saw it was like $60 in store on Super Nintendo, and on Sega, I think it was roughly the same. Maybe a little bit less, like that 30-40 range, maybe. I got mine on the Super Nintendo Classic. I got it modded, so I had a friend who was able to help me out with that. Because again, this is one of my all-time favorite games. This was probably the first game as a kid that I played that I really just got consumed by and really just wanted to get to the end of and explore the game. And I was ripe for when this game came out, basically. So I suggest trying it, guys. I'm sure you can get online and find an emulator. I'm sure you can find something to get out and play this. It's a real fun game, and yeah, that's about it. So I'm not going to call this an obscure game review, because this game is, I think this game's kind of popular, and especially with zombies being such a popular thing in our world today, between Walking Dead and Nation Z or whatever, Z Nation, whatever the hell it's called, all that other stuff. It's a popular old game that has a lot of playability. So last thing I want to show you is just a couple of the box covers that you may see for this. I thought these were kind of cool. I thought these were all pretty neat. And then, of course, the classics. So, thanks, guys. Subscribe below, and we'll see you next time.